Yo, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be going over a hardcore tier list for classes here. The funny part of this is it's probably going to be completely opposite of my last class video, which was just purely based off of like damage. Um, for this tier list, I'm primarily just going to be going off of, hey, which class is going to be able to survive the longest, because that's the whole gist of hardcore is, hey, I can't die or I lose. Um, So yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna get right into it right here. And I think without a doubt, the weakest class in the game is gonna be rogue. I think number 5 for hardcore is gonna be rogue. I would highly advise you do not play rogue if you're doing hardcore. Probably the squishiest class in the game, without a doubt. While it does offer very high like damage per second, I just feel like it's not even worth it at that point because one thing and you're pretty much done for. I mean, you don't have a lot of armor. Going through leveling, you probably don't have the best resistances in the game. Um, Especially if this is your first time playing hardcore, because then you won't have any shards to even craft your gear the way you want to. And you don't even have access to the merchant's guild yet at that point. So it's going to be hard to survive on a class that's super weak. I just wouldn't advise against it. Um, but yeah, with that being said, I think number 4 has to go to mage, right next to rogue. I mean, just not much survivability. I mean, the class is just equally as squishy. I mean, sure, I think it has a few defensive abilities that will help it over rogue. I think there's something called flame ward, which makes like a shield around you. But even with that being said, the class is very weak. I mean, yes, sure, you could have some high damage numbers, but I mean, you might be able to get through the story, but I really think that it's not even worth it at that point. I mean, like, it might be decent, but once again, I just don't highly advise it for hardcore. It's just not a good idea. Yeah, that's about all I got for that class. Number 3, I think, is gonna be acolyte. Honestly, this is actually funny because it was actually number 3 on my other tier list for just pure damage numbers. But I think it's also number 3 for hardcore. I think there's some builds you might be able to get away with. Um, and there are, like, if you play like necromancer, maybe it'll be a little bit easier to survive because your minions will be doing most of the work for you. And also, I think there's a lot of defensive capabilities you can use with your minions as well to stay alive, from what I've seen. Um, I guess Lich, I don't know if Lich and Warlock have a lot of defensive capabilities, but you could use stuff like teleport to get away quickly. That's why I think, or not teleport. It's that's for mage. I'll just say bone. It's the one where you teleport and your body explodes. I forgot what it's called, but I've used it plenty of times. I just forgot the name of it. That can help a lot. Like this and mage are similar, like very similar. I'd have them on the same tier of like, hey, I wouldn't do this. Like I have rogue in like D tier for hardcore, and I'd say I'd have like these two classes in like B tier or like C tier. No. I think I'd have rogue in C tier, and I'd have mage and acolyte in B tier. On like the same level of not to do, because while they do have good defensive, like similar defensive abilities and good movement skills, I think they're both still relatively squishy to the remaining two classes here. Um, but hey, I mean, to each his own. I mean, if you really enjoy playing a class, I can't tell you not to play. You know what I mean? I'm just going based off of what I know and what I have done so far in this game. Um, so yeah, I'd say Acolyte's number 3. Number 2, we're gonna be going with Primalist. I think Primalist will be like A tier. I think it'll have like decent survivability. There's some healing skills that Primalists get, Eternal Blessings, that could help out a lot. And on top of that, you're running like high armored classes. So that class uses a lot of body armor, helmets, gloves, and shit that use armor. Um, and I think being able to use like a lot of minions as well can help out. Just kind of like with the necromancer deal, like hey, you could have your minions tank damage for you. Also, the passive skill tree on Primalist has a lot of health regen and health abilities. So that's why I think this is number 2, just due to the fact that there's a lot of health regen and health passive nodes that you can take. And if you want to take like, I think I forgot which passive skill tree it is, but I I think druid or shaman have a lot of health regen as well. I don't think beastmaster has as much. It might though due to minion health. I think there are some nodes that share minion health and health in general. But overall, I think primalist for number 2 is a good spot just due to the amount of passive health and health regen and what do you call it? Vitality points that you can get to increase your health. So yeah, I'd put that number 2. And without a doubt, at the double, triple S tier, whatever you want to call it, we're going with Sentinel. Without a doubt, Sentinel is the tankiest class in the game, especially if you were going to run Paladin, which is by far the best mastery in the game to run hardcore. Paladin will be your best friend if you want to make it long in the hardcore run. I mean, what can I say about the class? It's purely built around health regen. I mean, healing hands on its own can get you through probably the entire campaign due to the fact that you can put passive skill points on healing hands that literally will heal you when you do melee damage. 100% of the time. If you put all 4 points into it, it will give you healing hands passively activating, which you just doing melee damage. That alone is going to be able to keep you alive. On top of that, you have other abilities like Judgment, which are really good. I mean, I just feel like the class alone. I mean, if you're running a shield with that, which you should be probably in hardcore past like halfway through the campaign, maybe you could probably get away with a two-hander at the beginning of the campaign, but I think you should definitely run a shield past that. Just as you feel comfortable with your gear. But yeah, you can, I mean, it's just, I don't know. If you're stacking strength too, you have a lot of armor, and I really just think that Sentinel using Paladin is going to be your best bet to get through hardcore. It is super tanky, and you do a shit ton of healing passively. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good answers right there. Like I said, Rogue is C tier. I'd have Acolyte and Mage in B tier. Primalist is A tier, and then I'd have Sentinel in S tier due to some of the things that I listed. Like I said, you could really run any of these if you know what you're doing. I just give my opinion on what I think is the best based off of health and survivability. But yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and a sub. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. I appreciate all y'all, and peace.